129th Annual Commencement Ceremony begin. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Good morning. Welcome. I'm Chancellor Michael Reed, and what a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Thank you, Suzanne, for setting the tone for this memorable occasion. Now it's my honor to introduce members of the Blackfeet tribe for a special presentation. As we prepare for this welcome tribute, I invite you all to reflect on the significance of this land to its Indigenous peoples. The University of Montana Western acknowledges that our campus sits on the ancestral homeland and traditional territory of many Indigenous nations, including the Apsaalooka, Nimiipuu, Shoshone, Bannock, Niitsitapi, Salish, and other Indigenous communities that have historically utilized this land. We recognize and honor the sovereignty of the Indigenous nations geographically overlapping Montana. We are mindful of the impacts of colonization on traditional tribal homelands and acknowledge the disproportionate generational repercussions inflicted upon American Indians as a result of historical actions. We invite all individuals to join us in fostering understanding and appreciation for Indigenous heritages and culture. And now it is my honor to invite Everett Armstrong and Patrick Armstrong Jr. of the Great Blackfeet Nation to perform the Blackfeet Honor Song. Mr. Everett Armstrong is a 2019 graduate of the University of Montana Western and currently serves on the Blackfeet Tribal Business Council. Mr. Patrick Armstrong Jr. also serves on the Blackfeet Tribal Business Council. He is a 2019 graduate of the University of Montana Western with a Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Education and earned his Master's of Education from Montana State University Northern in 2022. Both are descendants of Two Guns White Calf. It would be appropriate to stand during the Blackfeet Honor Song. Please welcome Everett Armstrong and Patrick Armstrong Jr.
Okay, nestuakak natu se sahkumapiok, ki muskitsapapista ki nohto tonska pipikani. Nestuakak natu se sahkumapi, ki tiksmats noh pinananoksistikok, kesksematstuki, esksematsex, ki esksematstachkiop, University of Montana Western. It is with great pride and honor that we present in front of you One of the ways that was given to us to honor and recognize appropriately those that we celebrate in victory and those that have accomplished. And as we celebrate you, I want to encourage each and every one of you to reflect on those that have contributed to you in your success today. Those may be physically here, those may be in spirit with us here today. And as a reflection from our past and when we walked in 2019, the inspiration that gave us that day to continue on was our late mother, who unfortunately lost her battle with lupus the year before. And so, although she wasn't there physically, she was there spiritually. And so I ask you all to always remember and reflect on legacy, reflect on what got you here today. There's a lot of people here that are supporting you and love you and will support you and continue to support you when you continue your journey after today. So as we sing this song here today, we sing a victory song for each one of the graduates. And we want to encourage you to dance, to just bounce a little bit as we sing this song. In our ways, when you dance and you reflect on it, you're dancing in victory. You're bringing home what you succeeded. And so we recognize and respect culture and background. And each and every one of you represents something very, very unique and special to you. I want to encourage that, and I want to recognize and respect that. So further on today, best of luck to each and every one of you and wherever your journey carries you. But always remember and reflect on those that help get you there.
Thank you, Mr. Armstrong and Mr. Armstrong Jr. Go Dogs. And also Chief Marshal Iola Oliels. What an exciting day where we can gather together and celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. We are so happy to be with all of you here today and extend a heartfelt welcome as we celebrate the significant milestone in the lives of our students and their families. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the platform party. Please hold your applause until I've introduced everyone. Today's Chief Faculty Marshal and Instructor of Equine Studies, Iola Oliels. Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. S.D. Aiken. Today's commencement speaker, Regent Heather Hoyer. Vice Chancellor for Administration and Finance, Tia Brown, Executive Director of the UM Western Foundation and Director of Alumni Relations, Roxanne England, Alumni Distinguished Service Award recipient, Dr. Janelle Handlos, Associated Students of the University of Montana Western President, Reagan Evans, and Dean of Students, Mike Pazzola. Please join me in welcoming our platform party. To today's graduating class, today is a day of celebration, a day to recognize hard work, persistence, growth, and achievement. Each of you arrived at Montana Western on a different road, and today each of you stand at the beginning of another. While today is filled with pride and excitement, it's also natural to feel a bit of uncertainty. The world you're stepping into is complex. It is changing quickly. In many ways, it looks very different than the world you first encountered when you arrived and started your journey here. Previous classes entered during times of global disruption and uncertainty, and like them, you've prepared yourselves to move forward in a time that demands resilience, adaptability, and courage. But here's the message I hope you carry with you today. There is reason for hope, and you are part of that reason. An education is never about mastering a process, solving an equation, or completing a requirement. True education is learning how to think, how to question, how to evaluate what's in front of you, and how to apply what you know in ways that improves the world around you. That is what Montana Western has prepared you to do. Not have all the answers, but to develop them. Not to avoid uncertainty, but to navigate it. Not simply to succeed in the future, but to shape it. And that leads to something important. Hope is not found in knowing the perfect paths. Hope is found in taking the step forward anyway. Your first job may not be your dream. Your plans may change. Some roads will feel uncertain. But progress does not belong for those who wait for uncertainty or for certainty. It belongs to those who move forward with purpose, and you are ready to move forward. Every generation faces disruption. Every generation inherits challenges it didn't choose. But every generation also holds the power to create something better. You are entering fields that will change, communities that will evolve, and challenges that will demand imagination, compassion, and courage. And this is where hope becomes real, not as a feeling, but as an action. Hope looks like the teacher who refuses to give up on a student, a friend who shows up in a difficult moment, a business leader who chooses integrity when it's not the easiest path, a citizen who works to strengthen their community, and a graduate who believes the future can be better and does something to make it so. That is the kind of hope the world needs, and that is the kind of hope you carry. Before you leave today, please take a moment and remember those who helped each of you realize this milestone. Family, friends, faculty, staff, and neighbors. People who supported you, believed in you, and walked beside you. Take pride in what you have achieved, but stay grounded to the understanding that you did not arrive here alone. Now, one final thought on hope. You cannot see the entire road ahead of you. None of us can. But you can trust this. You are prepared. You are capable. And you are needed. And the future, despite all uncertainty, is still full of possibility. Step forward with courage. Live with purpose. Choose hope. Not just once, but again and again. Because the world you're entering doesn't just need your knowledge, it needs your hope. We are proud of you. We believe in you, and we look forward with great hope to the future you will create. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now please welcome Roxanne England to the podium.
Welcome and congratulations to the class of 2026. It is a privilege to celebrate you today and to include you as the newest members of the Montana Western Alumni Association. It is also a privilege to welcome and recognize some very special alumni who are here with us today. A meaningful part of Montana Western's commencement tradition is honoring those who graduated 25 and 50 years ago. Individuals whose journeys began where yours is today and whose connection to this university continues to endure. I would like to recognize Fred Beyer, Patrick McMahon, Judith Treglow, and Mick Davis from the class of 1976, as well as Keith Handlos and Joel Ratty from the class of 2001. Each year, Montana Western Alumni Association honors an individual for outstanding service to their campus, to their profession, and to their community. Today, we are proud to recognize Dr. Janelle Handlos as this year's recipient and to welcome her into this distinguished group. Janelle began her career at Montana Western in 2001 as the university's first athletic trainer and an instructor in the physical education and health program. Over more than 2 decades, she has played a vital role in both athletics and academics. Following the retirement of her mentor, Dave Kendall, she became the head athletic trainer, later served as the interim athletic director twice, and helped establish the Department of Health and Human Performance. In 2015, she transitioned to a tenure track faculty position and has since served as the department chair, again, the interim athletic director, part-time athletic trainer, and a leader on numerous campus committees. Beyond campus, Janelle has been deeply engaged in the Dillon community. She currently coaches track and field at Beaverhead County High School, serves as an athletic trainer for Intermountain Health, and teaches group fitness at the YMCA. She also volunteered extensively, including the American Red Cross, Dillon JCs, Beaverhead Little League, and the Beaverhead Marathon, and has contributed her leadership to organizations such as PEO and both state and regional athletic training associations. Throughout her career, Janelle has earned the respect and admiration of colleagues and students alike for her steady leadership, genuine care for others, and unwavering commitment to Montana Western and the community she serves. We are incredibly proud to honor Dr. Janelle Handlos with the Montana Western Alumni Distinguished Service Award. Please join me in recognizing Dr. Janelle Handlos.
Thank you, Roxanne and Foundation Board. I appreciate this honor greatly. I graduated from Montana Western a little while ago, and I didn't attend. Oli and I were in Missoula for the Big Sky Region Rodeo, so I skipped it. So my mom had to wait 26 years to see me on this stage, so thanks, Mom. I appreciate this honor. It's very special to me. I know a lot of people who have been honored with this, and to be included with them is very special. It's also very special to be here with you. This class of 2026, you've been through some things, but I'm so proud to see you sitting here today. And I realize you want me to be brief, because some of you have had me in class, and you're ready to walk across that stage because you're thinking, oh, it's going to symbolize that I'm done. I've made it. I've met the expectations. But I don't think that's what it means. I think you're just getting started. You're ready for a lifetime of expectations placed upon you by virtue of being a Montana Western alumni. If you've ever checked out our marketing materials, you know that students participate in experiential, immersive, and focused educational opportunities at Montana Western. What this really means is that you've worked closely with your faculty, your peers, community partners, and others to develop your knowledge, your skills, and abilities, and have put them to work on projects designed to make something better. It might have been a business's efficiency, a learning opportunity for children, plans to improve our environment, an athlete's performance, or a horse's behavior. But I believe under the surface, all of the work that we do here is designed to contribute to the welfare of others, which is my definition of service. I believe that regardless of your program of study, you've spent the last few years preparing for a career of service. You may be serving students, patients, clients, or an organization, and you will certainly be serving your family, and I hope your community. Your next goal is likely to find a way to put your degree to work, preferably one that pays the bills. But I challenge you to do this through service of all types. Be the very best teacher, business person, writer, artist, historian, science, caregiver, or other professional you can, but do so for the benefit of others. Beyond your work, find time to get involved in organizations, causes, faith communities that allow you to serve. Don't do this at the expense of your time with family and friends. Instead, drag them along so that they can see the benefit of your service as well. Montana Western has provided you with plenty of outstanding role models, just like it did for me. From the dining services staff and facilities crew to your club advisors, classmates, coaches, professors, you've seen and felt the impact of service and benefited in countless ways. Some of you sitting out there have already begun to carry your legacy forward, and we have the opportunity to recognize many of you over the last few months. Don't lose steam now. Keep looking for opportunities to contribute meaningfully as you move into your next phases and places of life. Others in this class have not yet realized their calling to serve. For you, I offer encouragement. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be distinguished, and it certainly won't always be recognized. But I believe that service is a defining feature of a Montana Western alumni. Don't worry, you don't have to figure it out on your own. There are members of the Montana Western community everywhere, including this whole bunch that you're going to leave behind today, who can help encourage you in this work. I look forward to seeing each of you create your own legacy of service and the benefits that you and our world realize through this work. Thank you again for this tremendous honor and the opportunity to be part of today's celebration, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Roxanne, and congratulations, Janelle. I'd like to take a moment to recognize a very special group within our graduating class. Would all graduates who have served in the military please stand? Please join me in thanking this distinguished group. Before you sit down, could all those here today that are serving or who have served also please stand and be recognized? Thank you all, each and every one of you, for your service. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce the 2025-2026 President of the Associated Students of the University of Montana Western, Reagan Evans. I always have to pause. I call her Regan. I apologize. There you go, Reagan.
Hello all. Thank you for coming. I'm so honored to be speaking in front of this amazing group of people today. When I started to write this speech, I tried to find one word that would motivate all of you, or one that would let you reflect on everything college was for you. Unfortunately, I was unable to find the perfect word that encompasses everything that you have accomplished and everything you will accomplish. And really, no single word ever will. This milestone and what it represents is so much bigger than one word. To prove this, I want everyone to close their eyes. Think of a certain time that goes with these following words: learning, joy, sadness, love, growth, anger, happiness, and frustration. You may have thought about the first time you saw your dorm room or got lost going to class, when you realized you found your people, or maybe the first test you failed, but then the time you studied all night and it paid off. Just like these past instances, there will be more moments these words describe in the future. Some will be big, like when you begin your career and start your big adult job, or when you find your new favorite hobby. Then there will be all the small moments, the simple steps that keep you moving forward that seem unimportant. These were not big words. They were small, simple maybe. Those words and corresponding moments may have seemed insignificant at the time, but when you look back on them, they are probably some of the most pivotal times that made you who you are. They may not mean much alone, but when you put them together, they create your story. When you realize that the minute moments add up to be much more impactful than the large, you start to focus on them more. You appreciate the laughs, the mistakes, the proud moments, even the things you see in a day that make you smile. So savor all the small moments. Find the meaning in the choices you make that lead to the bigger events. As you leave this chapter behind and continue to write your story with not one word, but many, many words, remember the little things from your past chapters that made you who you are today. Continue to appreciate the daily growth you make with the little moments that will help you create the life you want as you continue to write the rest of your story. Thank you.
Thank you, President Evans, for your remarks. Today, we're honored to welcome an exceptional leader whose career reflects a deep commitment to education, community, and Montana Western. Our commencement speaker, Regent Heather Hoyer, is a lifelong educator with more than 3 decades of service across Montana. She has served as a teacher, coach, principal, and superintendent, consistently focused on expanding opportunities for students and strengthening schools. A proud Montana Western graduate, Heather earned her degree in secondary science education in 1994 and later completed her master's degree in superintendent endorsement at the University of Montana. She currently serves as a regent for the Montana University system, bringing an important K-12 perspective to higher education leadership. A strong advocate for hands-on learning and career technical education, she was named the 2024 Montana ACTE Administrator of the Year. Her work continues to shape innovative pathways for student success. At the heart of her career is a simple but powerful belief: teachers make all other professions possible. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Regent Heather Hoyer.
Thank you. Here, I'll give this to you, maybe, because I brought my own. Thank you. Well, hello, everyone. I'm sure you are tired of being talked to, aren't you, today? Chancellor Reed, first of all, thank you for the kind words and the introduction. Faculty, staff, honored guests, families, friends, most importantly, graduates of Western, I am really excited to be with you today. This is a very, very special place. As a former high school principal and now a superintendent, spring is my favorite time of year. The pageantry and the traditions of graduations as we honor students, families, and staff that are all part of that journey across the stage. So before I begin, and real quick, do I have any bison or rustlers in the audience? Ah, awesome. Okay, you've heard me talk a lot too. I'll make it short, I promise, Mr. Polk. Do me a favor. Today we celebrate you, but tomorrow we celebrate mothers and mother figures. And you've had a lot of time in your seats. Find your mom or your mother figure or that person who helped you get across the stage and give them a quick wave. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. I also want to take a moment and recognize Chancellor Mike Reed for his commitment to Western. I want to wish him tight lines and stretched lips in the future. When he gave me a few minutes to talk about education, like every good teacher, I know that pacing is really important. And we have a trick in education. We take your age, we divide it by 2. This is when I know who my math majors are. That is the amount of time allotted to me to speak. So understanding that everybody is 104 years old today, this message is going to be short and sweet, because what I want you to remember are the things that I remember and alumni remember about Western. The people, the places, and the opportunities. Today I want you to picture something that should be pretty familiar to you. Not a stage and not a diploma, but a bookshelf. Now, to be honest, some of your shelves here at Western look pretty impressive. They're well organized, they're color-coded. I'm going to show you something real quick. Color-coded, see? By the way, I had to take out my astronomy notes from Dr. Zaspel's class and put my commencement speech in here. So I just traded one homework assignment for another one when I came down here to Western. You might have even dusted that shelf off once or twice. And others probably looked like my husband's shelf before finals. Stacks everywhere, things shoved sideways, a few choices you're still not sure about, and maybe a couple of things on that shelf you're wondering where the heck they came from. But here's the truth. Every single one of those shelves tells a story, because over the past few years, you haven't just been earning credits, you've really been building a collection of classes that challenged you, of moments that changed you, and of places that shaped you. And what makes these stories last, what makes you come back to them again and again, are the people who stood beside you, the bookends on your bookshelf. Today we celebrate not just what's on your shelf, but the people and the experiences that will stay with you long after you leave it behind. Western's story, our collective story, begins with a belief that allowed us to define our learning. Founded in 1893 as the state's normal school, this institution was created to prepare teachers for a young and rugged Montana that was only 4 years old. From the beginning, Western answered the call, not for convenience, but for necessity. It existed because people believed that education could shape a state, strengthen budding communities, and change the lives of citizens. You know, over time, things changed. This was not here when Mr. Hoyer and Mr. Polk in the back played football for the Bulldogs. Buildings were added. During my time, the Rowe Mansion sat south of Clark Canyon Reservoir. Eventually, my WMC sideline chants changed into your UMW cheers, and generations passed through. My father polished his teaching experience during summer semesters here. My husband and I met, graduated, and were married. We had 2 girls, both teachers, by the way. My brother graduated, and then my oldest daughter earned multiple degrees, all under these Western roofs. But despite the changes, one thing remained constant: a willingness to do things different because the people, places, and experiences that define the Western. Long before innovation became a buzzword in K through gray education, and we say that because we go from the littlest learners to people earning their degree when they're well into their 70s and 80s. Western was experimenting. It was questioning and asking, what if learning looked different? What if students learned by doing? And what if education embraced a fit to real life? Across our state, educators, policymakers, and institutions look to Western as proof that innovation works, that student-centered learning, deep focus, and applied experience don't just benefit individuals, they strengthen an entire system. And you, graduates, didn't just benefit from that model, that confidence, and that leadership, you thrived because of it. Each class you took and each challenge you faced became another book on your bookshelf. Some were heavy, demanding your time, your focus, and your resilience. Others may have surprised you, opening your thinking in ways that you didn't expect. Some made you laugh, and some made you cry. Here at Western, those books weren't skimmed, they were lived in. Take a moment for me, please, and think about where your learning happened. It wasn't confined to lecture halls or to note-taking marathons. It happened in labs where mistakes were part of mastery, like when I ran from Matthews Hall to Block Hall. Beautiful, by the way. I'd love to take a class or teach there. Leaned against a chemistry table so I could check and be sure that my dehydration was happening like it should. I had my basketball warm-up on. Halfway through warming up to play Northern, I had a white line from the acid on the table. Stayed together long enough for me to at least be able to get through the warm-ups. Studios where creativity met critique, like my daughter Taylor and her opportunities here. Classrooms where you dove deep into a single subject and you emerged changed. Field sites, gyms, theaters, trails, teaching spaces where theory meets reality. Those weren't just moments, those were volumes on your shelf, stories you'll pull down later in life when you need to remember what you're capable of. They provided lessons that will matter long after today. And you'll remember these places because every strong bookshelf needs more than just books. It needs places to give these stories meaning, places where memories live, which connect your stories to your shelf. Maybe it was the library, quiet, steady, always waiting for you when those deadlines loomed. The now filled-in swimming pool. Yes, Western had a swimming pool. During my time, everyone on campus knew who was taking swimming because their hair was green. A classroom where something finally clicked, where Dr. Mock, Dr. Ulrich, Dr. Kirkley, and Drs. Aspel showed this young bulldog a lot of grace and patience. A residence hall that became a second home, where a good friend of mine, and then 18 years later, my daughter, started their Western experience in the same Centennial Hall dorm room. The gym, the field, where you tested yourself, where you found your edge, hung your banners, and earned your rings. And just beyond campus, when I was here at Western, we didn't have block scheduling. So you scheduled carefully so you could fish between classes if you did it right. The open spaces where we caught a softball pickup game on the tundra might be kind of hard now with the new athletic center there. Or you played golf outside in the beautiful spring weather, where Dr. Oldendorf would get very, very frustrated with the football boys, hollering to the students in class in main hall until classroom windows were slammed shut, the boys were told to behave, and the learning went on inside the classroom. The mountains that framed our days, that reminded us how big the world is, where we learned to core trees for ecology, discover fossils for geology, and maybe set a few land speed records while sledding. These places shaped us. They witnessed our growth, and they bound our stories together. And years from now, you'll remember this place and how it made you feel. Long after today, you'll keep returning to your bookshelf, pulling down a memory when you need confidence, revisiting a lesson when you face uncertainty, remembering a place and the people in it when you need grounding. You are graduating prepared. Western does that, academically and psychosocially, and you are part of something bigger. The work done at Western by faculty, staff, students, and graduates like you continues to shape Montana's reputation as a leader. From classrooms to communities across the state, Western graduates are helping build one of the strongest education systems in the nation. And as you look at that shelf today, you'll notice something important. It's not just full, it's organized by the skills you've built and the person you've become, the foundation that your books rest upon. As a graduate, you know how to focus deeply, adapt quickly, learn independently but collectively solve problems, apply knowledge to real-world settings, reflect and persist. You understand that learning doesn't happen in neat, predictable ways. Because of that, your Western education reflects life. So in the future, when a Western bulldog like me reaches out to you with what seems like a crazy idea, concept, something new, embrace it and make it better, just like the education department did, and Provost Dr. Esty Aiken did for me in Great Falls several years ago by helping design my core school, Montana's first teacher prep public charter school. Your ability to think differently will serve you well, because every bookshelf, no matter how full, depends on something essential to hold it all together. Western is also about its people. Think about the friends you made. These are the bookends to the volumes on your shelf. And the world doesn't need more people who simply follow a script. We have that, watch social media. This is the public school educator in me. If you're ever an influencer, please influence something that means something, that makes the world a better place. Because what the world needs is someone who questions, someone who immerses themselves, who is willing to fail and then try again, who is willing to do things different and better. For many of you, especially those called to education, that difference will begin in the classroom. And where are my teachers out there? Holy cow. All right, Great Falls needs teachers, guys. Western graduates like me, my husband, and my daughter have long answered one of Montana's most important and critical calls, to teach. We know the reality. Montana needs teachers. In communities, large and small, across long stretches of highway and in classrooms that serve as the heart of our towns, there's a shortage, not just of educators, but of caring and prepared adults willing to step forward and into our classrooms. Yet today, there are a lot of hands up. We have a lot of hope. Because you graduates are prepared to meet that need with skill, courage, and commitment. Believe it or not everyone can or should teach. I can tell you that with certainty. I have hired hundreds of teachers across my professional career. I can also tell you that Western-trained teachers enter classrooms ready, and I will hire a Western teacher any day of the week. You will be ready to design meaningful learning. You will be ready to adapt, to connect, and to stay in the communities you serve. From small rural schools to larger districts like mine, in towns separated by miles of Montana sky, Western educators are shaping the future of this state. They bring with them the habits learned here, that of deep focus, adaptability, reflection, and care for the whole learner. Future teachers, you're going to design lessons, that's a given. You're going to manage classrooms, it's harder than what you think. You're going to mentor students, you're going to build relationships that last a lifetime. You're going to watch your students graduate, get married, start families, and in some cases, you'll help your students say goodbye to loved ones. You will be the steady presence for a child who needs one. You'll be the spark for a student who doesn't yet see their own potential. For teachers, build every other profession. Your skill, your task, and your calling is monumental. Without you, we would not have nurses, doctors, bankers, lawyers, engineers, the list goes on, because everybody has a teacher. We build them all. For some of you, your path will lead you in a different direction than that of your teaching classmates. Perhaps it's into healthcare, into the trades, businesses, public service, agriculture, equine science, or the arts. Those same Western values still apply. You will solve real problems. You will serve real people, and you will strengthen real communities. That's what it means to be a bulldog. Carry that with you. When challenges come, and they will, remember that you learned in a place that asked more from you, from and with people who built your confidence to make a difference in our world. When opportunities arise, and they will, take them boldly. Do things for and with people. Don't do things just to people. I want you to think about the bookends of a true Western bookshelf. If you remember, bookends are the people who make a difference. Between those bookends are the stories that matter the most, the chapters of growth, of failure, resilience, and purpose. That's what fills our shelf. It's what defines our life. One bookend is someone like Ellie, a new graduate from Western, stepping forward as an emerging leader, full of promise, ready to take what she learned here, shape what comes next. And Ellie, if you're here today, if that road ever takes you north from Helena to Great Falls, give me a call. I'll have a spot for you. The other bookend is someone like Oli, turning the page to retirement after a lifetime of service to this place and generations of bulldogs, including me and my husband. There were times when I knew a student coming to Western maybe needed a little bit of extra love and needed a little bit of extra encouragement, and all it took was the Great Falls High School principal calling that lady right there to be sure she took care of my kids who had walked the stage for me at Great Falls High. Well, many of you know her as a legend in rodeo, first woman named as the National Rodeo Coach of the Year, by the way, not just once. She had to do it better than everyone else. She did it a couple times. Her true calling was never just the arena. It was in building people, in wrangling potential, and in lifting others up and shaping their future. Ellie and Oli are not separate, you guys. They're connected. They're the beginning and the continuation. The bookends that cultivate strength and persistence for the stories between them. To the faculty and staff seated here on the field, first of all, thank you. At the end of National Teacher Appreciation Week, you guys are amazing. You were drawn here to Dillon for a reason, and it's something greater than just your passion for your discipline. You come to Dillon because you want to teach others how to learn. You don't just teach physics or literature or econ. You teach students. You teach tomorrow's future. So if I could take a moment and give our teachers a round of applause, that would be great. In a world where information, correct or not, is at our fingertips, teachers and professors cultivate experience for learners to discover how they think, how they persist, and how they rise. You developed teachers, you developed thinkers, and you developed leaders. And professors, you are the bookends for so many. Just as I was able to rattle off the names of all my favorite professors, so will your students be able to remember your names quite a while after they graduate. Graduates, today we celebrate your achievement. We honor your accomplishments, but what you take with you is far greater than just a degree. This is a place where you learn some of your hardest lessons, where you experience success and heartbreak, where you answered a phone call from the Dean's Welcoming Committee, and then you talked that forever date into taking you back to Papa T's, don't forget, 36 years later, where you were challenged to think deeply, pushed to work harder than you thought possible, and where you found the strength to stand back up when you got knocked down. This is where you learned to live a defined life, one shaped by purpose and resilience, and by the people who walked beside you along the way. People like Oli, and people like Ellie, and now people like you. As you leave here today, your college bookshelf comes with you. It's not left behind in Dillon, not stored in a classroom and forgotten with time, because it's going to grow. You will keep adding to it with new experiences and new challenges and new opportunities to be someone's bookend yourself. You were shaped by this place, by its history and its people, and its belief that learning should be not just studied, but lived. So wherever that road takes you, from the smallest Montana town to places far beyond these mountains, carry Western with you. Carry its courage and its care. Carry its commitment to doing best work. And never forget you can always return to your bookshelf, to the lessons, to the places, to the people. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Go Dogs.
Thank you so much, Regent Hoyer, and thank you for always being such a champion for Montana Western. At this time, Provost Aiken, would you please come to the podium for the awarding of degrees?
Chancellor Reed, distinguished guests, family, and friends, as we near the conferring of degrees, I would like to call your attention to a group of special students who have excelled in their studies, earning the distinction of graduating with honors. First, I would like to recognize the students who have achieved a grade point average between 3.33 and 3.64, earning them the distinction of cum laude. Today, they wear red and white intertwined cords. Would all students graduating cum laude please stand to be recognized? Cum laude graduates, you may be seated. Next, students who have achieved a grade point average between 3.65 and 3.84 have earned the high distinction of magna cum laude and are recognized by their silver cords. Would the students graduating magna cum laude please stand to be recognized? Magna cum laude graduates, you may be seated. Finally, students in the next group earned a grade point average of no less than 3.85, a truly remarkable scholastic achievement. Today, they are wearing gold cords and are graduating summa cum laude. Would all students graduating summa cum laude please stand to be recognized? Summa cum laude graduates, you may be seated. Okay. Will all candidates for the graduate certificate and the post-baccalaureate certificate in teacher education please stand? Chancellor Reed, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Montana Western, I present these candidates for the graduate certificate and the post-baccalaureate certificate in teacher education. By virtue of the authority of the Board of Regents of the Montana University System, by law, and on the recommendation of the faculty, we confer the graduate certificate and the post-baccalaureate certificate in teacher education with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward?
Alexis Favi Didi, Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Special Education K through 12, summa cum laude. Saner Sattler, Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Physical Education, Health K through 12, and Secondary Education, magna cum laude.
Will all the candidates for all Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Applied Science degrees please stand? Chancellor Reed, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Montana Western, I present these candidates for the bachelor degrees. By virtue of the authority of the Board of Regents of the Montana University System, by law, and on the recommendation of the faculty, we confer the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Applied Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward?
Ian Joseph Ferguson, Bachelor of Arts, English. Savannah Holm, Bachelor of Arts, English. Victoria Lynn Pilkey, Bachelor of Arts, English. Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Rihanna Murdoch Kalsta, Bachelor of Arts, English. Seth Milligan, Bachelor of Arts, English, cum laude. Adeline Michaels, Bachelor of Arts, English, summa cum laude. Ethan Kikoa Turner, Bachelor of Arts, English and Interdisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude, honors distinction. Elizabeth Ann Ferguson, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Study, Social Science, summa cum laude. Avery Shea Owens, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Quincy Taylor, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Associate of Science, cum laude. Hoa Kipa Sakalika, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Jess Lee Aaron Beach, Bachelor of Arts, Modern History, cum laude. Catherine Hansen, Bachelor of Arts, Modern History, magna cum laude. Thomas Zach, Bachelor of Arts, Modern History and Secondary Education, summa cum laude. Carlin Michael Onstad, Bachelor of Arts, Modern History and Secondary Education. Tristan Rodriguez, Bachelor of Arts, Modern History, cum laude. Andrew Paregas, Bachelor of Arts, Modern History. Brody Mussman, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies and Modern History. Bronwyn Comer, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology and Psychology, cum laude. Gracie Freese, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Morgan Lee Dotseth, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Sociology, cum laude. Victoria L. Hill, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, summa cum laude. Sarah Marie Malcolm, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. William Jean Bishop, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Sociology, cum laude. Kennedy Christine McMahon, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Sociology, Associates of Arts, summa cum laude. Lacey Marie Boots, Bachelor of Arts, Visual Arts, cum laude. Samantha Sue Carr, Bachelor of Arts, Visual Arts. Gravelyn Robertson Parham, Bachelor of Arts, Visual Arts, summa cum laude. Emily Jean Malcolm, Bachelor of Arts, Visual Arts, option, cum laude. Ryan Michael Evgen, Bachelor of Arts, Visual Arts. Joeyana Gillington, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, Bachelor of Science, Biology, summa cum laude. Remington Elizabeth Snesnick, Bachelor of Science, Biology, magna cum laude. Leah Hartman, Bachelor of Science, Ecology, magna cum laude. Jamie Leanne Lake, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Jennifer Sanders, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Dakota Marie Willis, Bachelor of Science, Biology, magna cum laude. Serena L. Conley, Bachelor of Science, Biology and Natural Horsemanship, magna cum laude. Avery Renee Boyd, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Mira Ray Azevedo, Bachelor of Science, Biology, cum laude. Gabrielle Raline Veltkamp, Bachelor of Science, Biology, cum laude. Tyler J. Fitty, Bachelor of Science, Ecology. Braden Flood, Bachelor of Science, Ecology. Elijah Sherwood, Bachelor of Science, Ecology. Tristan Klinkenberg, Bachelor of Science, Ecology. Ian Stanley Smith, Bachelor of Science, Ecology, cum laude. Kenneth Albert Fisher, Bachelor of Science, Biology and Ecology. Keegan Mufich, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Michael Joseph Polandri, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Jace Gregory Fitzgerald, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Jonathan Stephen Kirkley, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Tayton Ells, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Hayden Hedges, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Jacob Akeney, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Haley Ray Grittal, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Natural Horsemanship, magna cum laude. Emma Day, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Grace Coman, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Certificate, QuickBooks, Bookkeeping. Brenna Lee Kelly, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Associate of Applied Science, Equine Studies, cum laude. Joseph Stroop, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Haley Matthews, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Tori Murnion, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Cooper Million Pavko, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Jake Devereaux, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Kira Brianna Davis, Bachelor of Science, Interdisciplinary Studies, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Grace May Linton, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Molly Danielle Bryant, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. April Rose Ranthan, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration and Farm and Ranch Management, cum laude. Nevaeh Marie Alvarez, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Zaylee Joe Lister, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration and Farm and Ranch Management, summa cum laude. Lillian Grace Gabriel Hayes, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Tylee Nicole Franson, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Mark Doughty, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Darren Joe Schallenberger, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Bryce Gilliard, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. A.J. Ulrichs, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Brody M. Conley, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Everett Richens, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Farm and Ranch Management, cum laude. Francis O'Reilly Work, Bachelor of Science, Farm and Ranch Management, cum laude. Tucker A. Potts, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Michael Antonich, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Associate of Science, summa cum laude. Trent McMaster, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Edward DeWert, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Catherine Cooper, Bachelor of Science, Early Childhood Education, P through 3. Ashley Thorson, Bachelor of Science, Teaching and Learning in Early Childhood, cum laude. Heather Harrison, Bachelor of Science, Pre-K through 3rd, Early Childhood Ed, summa cum laude. Pamela Monique Creamer, Bachelor of Science, Pre-K 3rd, Early Childhood Ed. Julie Ann Orso, Bachelor of Science, Pre through 3rd, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Urso. Rie Kinjo Martin, Bachelor of Science, Pre through 3rd, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Hockenberry Grimes, Bachelor of Science, Pre through 3rd, Early Childhood Ed, magna cum laude. Haley Hare, Bachelor of Science, Pre through 3rd, Early Childhood Ed, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Matthew Jeremy Hare, Bachelor of Science, Physical Education and Health, K through 12, cum laude. Josiah Paul Hull, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Rebecca Shandy, Bachelor of Arts, English and Secondary Education, summa cum laude. Lillian Joy Took, Bachelor of Arts, English and Secondary Education, summa cum laude. Marty Spotted Eagle, Bachelor of Science, Pre through 3rd, Early Childhood Ed, cum laude. Jalen Storm Perkins, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Ashlyn Burnett, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Fasencanny, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Corbin James Jakes, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, cum laude. Elena Gregory, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Quinn McMaster, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Kira Crete, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Courtney I. Not Afraid, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, Associate of Applied Science, Education Studies, magna cum laude. Riley Pitcher, Bachelor of Science, Pre through 3rd, Early Childhood Ed, cum laude. Brick Ramon, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Carmen Lorraine Ward, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Taylor Ray Lovis, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Mariah Marie Humble, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, summa cum laude. Brenna Wade Morris, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, cum laude. Wesley Buchanan, Bachelor of Science, Physical Ed and Health, K through 12, cum laude. Kendall Summers, Bachelor of Science, Music Education, K through 12, summa cum laude. Brady Mounts, Bachelor of Science, Physical Ed and Health, K through 12. Reese Stanish, Bachelor of Science, Physical Ed and Health, K through 12. Bridger Polk, Bachelor of Arts, Modern History and Secondary Education, summa cum laude. Keaton Taylor Carter, Bachelor of Science, Physical Ed and Health, K through 12. Catherine McKenzie Rondeau, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology and Physical Ed and Health, K through 12, summa cum laude. Isabel Eva Lund, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology and Physical Education and Health, K through 12, magna cum laude. Lorene Rochelle Holston, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sustainability, cum laude. Cheyenne Ladima Elman, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sustainability. Taylor Lynn Lamora, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resources Science, cum laude. Landon Bird Hayes, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science, summa cum laude. Abigail Lynn McLaughlin, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science, summa cum laude. KG, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sustainability, magna cum laude, honors distinction. Kathleen Heller, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sustainability, summa cum laude. Blake Sullivan, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sustainability. Samuel Joseph Sturdivant, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sustainability. Zachary Reese, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sustainability. Jordan Olson, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, Associates of Science, cum laude. Amara Ray Kieber, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, cum laude. Kara Poss Pissel, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology. Taylor Peterson, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, cum laude. Gracie Tibbles, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, Associates of Applied Science. Jenna Anderson, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, Associates of Science, summa cum laude. Dante Ramos, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology. Remington Scott, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, Associates of Science, magna cum laude. Deacon Boyce, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology. Elizabeth Fulbright, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics, summa cum laude. Jessica Henkel, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education and Mathematics and Secondary Ed, magna cum laude. Douglas Allen Jackson, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics and Secondary Education. Ben Maxwell Ostagi, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics and Secondary Education, magna cum laude. Elias Wells, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics and Secondary Ed, magna cum laude. Jacob Nelson, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship, cum laude. Everett Mahler, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration and Natural Horsemanship, magna cum laude. Chase Chisholm, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship. Madison Purdue, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship, magna cum laude. Adelaide West, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship, cum laude. Josie Yuskowski, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration and Natural Horsemanship, cum laude. Tristan Conley, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration and Natural Horsemanship. Elise Anastasia Brand, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship. Kaylee Ann Phipps, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship, cum laude. Madalena Hilton, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship, cum laude. Ella Rose Hoffman, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration and Natural Horsemanship, cum laude. Cheyenne Everson, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship. Ella Virginia Rice, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship, Associate of Applied Science Business, magna cum laude. Haley Ray Berry, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship and Business Administration, Associate of Science, Natural Horsemanship, cum laude. Haley Maloney, Bachelor of Science, Natural Horsemanship. Hannah Morgan Gilman, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate of Applied Science, Education Studies. Samuel Hutton Frank, Bachelor of Applied Science, summa cum laude. Rayanne Binden, Bachelor of Applied Science, summa cum laude. James Robert Carter, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Nicholas Lazo Demise, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Isaiah Powell, Bachelor of Applied Science, cum laude. Tyler Terrell Walker, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate of Science. Nicholas Gibson, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Carson Joseph Michael Daniels, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Carson Denning, Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Emmanuel Stewart, Bachelor of Applied Science. Kyle Grueller, Bachelor of Applied Science. Megan Hardman, Bachelor of Applied Science.
Will all candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please stand? Chancellor Reed, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Montana Western, I present these candidates for associate degrees and certificates. By virtue of the authority of the Board of Regents of the Montana University System, by law, and on the recommendation of the faculty, we confer the degree of Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, and certificates with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Will the candidates please come forward?
Dylan Duclos, Associate of Applied Science, Equine Studies, and Natural Horsemanship. Sierra Scott, Associate of Applied Science, Natural Horsemanship. Robert Campbell, Associate of Science. Madison Baker, Associate of Science. JCS Tuskegee, Associate of Science. Joseph Thatcher, Associate of Science, summa cum laude. Rachel Ann Douglas, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Kelly Brianne Parr, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Isabella Marie Hollenberg, Associate of Applied Science, Education Studies, magna cum laude. Hunter Harold Hinchell, Associate of Applied Science, Education Studies. Jade Ramon, Associate of Applied Science, Business, magna cum laude. Kaya Wood, Associate of Applied Science, Education Studies, magna cum laude. Albany Bejarano, Associate of Applied Science, Education Studies, cum laude. Danielle Hoover, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude.
Will all the graduates please stand? Congratulations and best wishes to the Montana Western class of 2026. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels. Will the graduates please be seated?
Thank you, Provost Aiken. Each year, Montana Western awards the Rush Jordan and Zella K. Flores Awards to 2 seniors who completed all coursework through Montana Western and maintained the highest grade point averages in their class. As I announce the winners of these prestigious awards, will they please join me on stage to receive the award? The winner of the Rush Jordan Award is Josiah Hull. Please come forward to receive your award. The winner of the Zella K. Flores Award is Elizabeth Fulbright. Please come forward to receive your award. Before we conclude our ceremony, would our faculty please stand and face the graduates? Graduates, this is your opportunity to give your faculty, who have supported you and helped shape your bright futures, a big Montana Western round of applause. Faculty, please be seated. I would like to thank everyone involved in producing this event. Although the list would take too long to recognize everyone, I would like to recognize and thank the following: my assistant, Hillary Lowell, the Commencement Committee, ushers, campus events and conference services, dining services, the athletic department, our community partners, including EMS and police, Montana Youth Challenge Academy, as well as all our dedicated facilities and ground staff. Thank you. As we conclude these proceedings, would you please remain in your seats until the procession clears the field? We would also invite you to join us for a reception to celebrate our graduates in the Pioneer Federal Pavilion on the northeast entrance immediately following the ceremony. Once again, we congratulate the class of 2026 and wish you the very best in the future. Thank you.
Congratulations to the most recent graduates of the University of Montana Western, and these proceedings are concluded.